Spider-Man Brand New Day rumored to feature more than one mutant. Possible spoilers, so you've been warned. Well, you've already kind of spoiled it that there's more than one mutant. What do you mean more than one? You mean there is one? Yeah, it's Jean Grey. Come on, we know it. Though not confirmed, Sadie Sink is believed to be playing Jean Grey in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and she may not be the only mutant introduced in the movie. Yeah, this is how they introduce their new X-Men, which they want to go big in their new X-Men following Secret Wars for Marvel or MCU, well, however you want to put it, can survive. If it can get there. I don't know. Anyway, though she did briefly appear, more than once if you're watching closely, giggle, tee-hee, in the recent trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day, Marvel and Sony are clearly doing their best to preserve the identity of Sadie Sink's character for as long as possible. A smart move, since the Stranger Things star's mysterious role arguably remains the next solo Spider-Man movie's biggest talking point. Yeah, and that's the part that's more for Marvel's ambitions. For Sony, well, they're getting that Spider-Man money. So, Anywho, she's a young redhead. People thought, oh, wow, they're going to give us the real Mary Jane. No. But you'll get Jean Grey. And at least she actually is a redhead playing the character. That's really an amazing thing. Anyway, there are other possibilities, of course, but given the persistent rumors and everything that has been disclosed about Sink's character, we'd be very surprised if she didn't turn out to be Jean Grey. Yeah, no, you can see in the movie where all those guards seem to be being taken over by something. It's probably her doing it, so her powers and everything. Introducing a character so closely tied to the X-Men in a Spider-Man movie may seem like an odd move. No. It's how Spider-Man himself was introduced in Civil War. It's a Captain America movie. Okay, it's an Avengers movie, really. And Black Panther was also introduced in there. Very well, by the way. And they're getting back to form about how you do something like that. I mean, we still don't know if they crafted it well and weaved it well within Spider-Man's story. But yeah, and especially since he's going through some sort of metamorphosis and so mutating, so it fits in. Apparently there's X-Men living in the MCU, just nobody knew about it. And so that's how they're going to handle it. Of course, after Secret Wars, that might all get retconned too. I don't know, but anyway. So introducing a character, odd move. It isn't. It's what they used to do. But we still don't know exactly what Marvel Studios has in store for the long-awaited X-Men reboot/mutant saga, and Sink is expected to reprise her role alongside Tom Holland in Avengers: Secret Wars. Assuming Sink is playing Jean, I'm pretty sure she is, the powerful telepath may not be the only member of the new X-Men team introduced in Brand New Day. According to the Geeky Cast, more than one mutant will appear in the movie. I know, this has already been, rumored, and sounds likely. Anyway, while this may seem like a stretch, I don't know. Scott Summers is a possibility. Several online scoopers have dropped not so subtle hints about Cyclops possibly showing up in Brand New Day, following last year's rumor that Harris Dickinson has been eyed for the role. Look, there's Harris. So, this is some time ago. I guess it was Jeff Snyder. Yeah, first reported probably was. And I remember hearing about that. And kind of lines up. So whether he actually makes an appearance in Brand New Day or they save it for, I don't know, Doomsday or Secret Wars, more than likely. Probably a lot of your new X-Men will show up in that. Probably not all of them, but, a good bit of them. And then you move on from there and you get an X-Men movie later. So it lines up with what's, is it so far-fetched and ridiculous? No, it isn't. Seems like a stretch. Not really. Not really at all. Is he going to do any Cyclops stuff? If he shows up in Spider-Man, maybe his eyes will glow red or something. But other than that, it'd probably be like an end credit thing. You probably get 2 end credit scenes, an end credit in the middle of the credits, and then one at the very end, which probably is just going to be a promo for Doomsday. I mean, they got to do it at this point. There's nothing else. That's the problem with Doomsday. There's been no real groundwork because it's supposed to be Kang's dynasty, but, well, you know. If Summers is the other mutant, we highly doubt he'll play a significant role in the story. Yeah, odds are he won't. There's a theory that Jean is actually being controlled by the Hand, possibly the demonic beast. So Cyclops could conceivably be searching for his missing teammate / girlfriend. Oh, yeah. What do you think? Assuming this second mutant rumor is accurate, which character do you think it could refer to? Well, Cyclops is the most likely. You know? Unless, of course, they've cast Charles Xavier and he shows up. I doubt it. But it's, you know, that would be a big surprise. If they kept that under wraps, well, that's really impressive. But anyway. So, following the record-breaking success of Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, look, it's Boomerang. Begins a brand new chapter for Peter Parker and Spider-Man. 4 years have passed since the events of No Way Home. And Peter is now an adult, finally, and living alone after erasing himself and the memories of him from those he loves in a New York that no longer knows his name. He has devoted himself wholeheartedly to protecting his city as Spider-Man full time. Well, he's got to have a job. He's got to pay rent. So, is he a photographer? I don't know. But as the demands on him grow, he is put under increasing pressure. This triggers an unexpected physical change that threatens his existence. Well, a strange wave of crime emerges and gives rise to one of the most dangerous threats he has ever faced. So, it's already told you half the film right there, you know. But how's he going to fix it? Well, we'll have to watch the movie and see. So, hey, look, it's everybody that's going to be in it and all that goody gumdrop stuff. So, all right, well, shows up in July, so we'll know for sure then. But yeah, I'm going to say Sadie is Jean, you know? I mean, it just makes sense. And oh boy, at this point, if she's not, everybody's, oh man, who's this? Just some character they made up? I mean, it looks... Now, as far as I remember, it's like Jean Grey was more... I guess she did become... That's right, she did get the power. She's like on par with Professor X, the ability to like change one's minds or, you know, and take them over and everything. Whereas most of her powers tended to be telekinesis. She could move stuff. And then she got the Phoenix power, and that's a whole other ball of wax. So, I don't know, maybe they're combining all that, but whatever, it does look like that's what's going on. Unless, of course, it's the Hand doing it, you know, possessing people and stuff. But perhaps, just perhaps, they're utilizing little Jean Grey with her buzz to, you know, take over minds and stuff. So, I mean, the scene with the guards and Spider-Man opens the truck and there's this old lady in there and he's like, huh? So probably the old lady was controlled and did a bunch of stuff. And then all of a sudden, one of the guards that's there, he's like blinks and now something's got him under control. So it's, you know, it's mind control powers. And then you got this mysterious redhead running around who seems to know who Peter Parker is when everybody else doesn't. So, oh yeah. It's Jean Grey.